Ashanti lifestyle, and net worth after Nelly reunion. Ashanti Shakoya Douglas, born October 13, 1980, is an American singer and actress. She was first discovered as a teenager and later signed to Murder Inc. Records in 2002. That year, she was featured on Fat Joe's What's Love and Ja Rule's Always on Time, both of which became two of the biggest hit songs of 2002. She became the first female artist to occupy the top two positions on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart simultaneously with Foolish and W. Hat's Love at numbers 1 and 2, respectively. In 2002, Ashanti released her eponymous debut album, which sold over 505,000 copies throughout the US in its first week of release. The album earned her many awards, including 8 Billboard Music Awards, 2 American Music Awards, and a Grammy Award in 2003 for Best Contemporary R&B Album. In 2003, Ashanti released her second album, Chapter 2, which debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200, with first week sales of 326,000 copies in the U.S. The album went platinum, selling over 1.5 million copies in the US since its release. The album's singles, Rock With You or Baby and Rain On Me, were both commercial successes, peaking at number 2 and number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, respectively. In 2004, Ashanti released her third studio album, Concrete Rose, the title of which took on Tupac Shakur's pseudonym, The Rose That Grew From Concrete. The album debuted at number 7 in the US, with first week sales of 254,000 copies, and became her third platinum certified album. Aside from music, Ashanti has also acted in various productions. In 2005, she made her feature film debut in Coach Carter, alongside Samuel L. Jackson. She also starred as Dorothy Gale in the made-for-television film The Muppets Wizard of Oz, which attracted nearly 8 million viewers when it premiered. She has a net worth of $5 million. Ashanti has had an incredibly successful career, making her one of the most famous women in the music industry. Kindly like and subscribe to this channel as we look at Ashanti's lifestyle and career. Early life. Ashanti Douglas was born on October 13, 1980 in Glen Cove, New York. Her mother, Tina Douglas, is African American and a former dance teacher. Her father, Kenke Thomas Douglas, is also African American and a former singer. She is the oldest of her parents' children, with a younger sister named Kenasia Shea Douglas. Ashanti's mother named her after the Ashanti Empire in Ghana. In this nation, women had power and influence, and Tina wanted Ashanti to follow that model. Her grandfather, James, was a civil rights activist who was associated with Martin Luther King Jr. in the 1960s. Ashanti's mother discovered her full singing potential when she overheard Ashanti singing Mary J. Blige's Reminisce at age 12. The song was released on Ashanti's birthday. While attending high school, she began to write songs. As a teenager, she performed in a local talent show and at several small festivals. She got her first taste of acting as a child extra in Spike Lee's Malcolm X, 1992, and in Ted Dem's Who's the Man. She also had a couple of minor appearances in music videos, such as KRS-One's MCs Act Like They Don't Know, as well as Atoff's Ghetto Girl. Ashanti struggled to find success as a singer, after being courted by several record labels, including Bad Boy and Jive. Despite this, she continued to perform in and around New York, and began hanging out at the Murder Inc. recording studio, hoping for a big break. Career. Irv Gotti, a producer at Murder Inc., soon noticed Ashanti's potential. He often encouraged her to write hooks for his rappers and sing on their tracks. After appearing on tracks by Big Pun and Cadillac Tar, it was only a matter of time before Ashanti got her big break. That moment came with the release of not one, but two major hits, featuring the young vocalist. The first was the iconic track of the early 2000s, What's Love? By Fat Joe. The second was Always on Time by You're All. Both tracks were released at the same time, reaching the top 2 positions on the charts. This success launched Ashanti's career in earnest and prompted many to ask themselves, just who is this girl? Ashanti would answer with a debut single in 2000 called Foolish. Although it was her first real track, it's still her most successful, even to this day. Foolish spent 10 weeks at the top of the Billboard Hot 100 and formed the backbone of her self-titled album later that year, Ashanti. Her album topped the Billboard Top 200 and has sold over 6 million copies worldwide. For this achievement, Ashanti was awarded a Grammy Award. Chapter 2 was Ashanti's second album, and it was released in 2003. Although it wasn't as successful as her debut album, it still went platinum. The album also featured the hit Rock With You, which reached the number 2 spot on the charts after releasing a Christmas album. Ashanti released Concrete Rose. This album also performed well, reaching platinum status and achieving notoriety in the UK with the single Only You. This marked the beginning of a long hiatus from music for Ashanti, and she would only return in 2011, after she had appeared in the musical The Wiz that year. She started releasing singles that would make up her 5th studio album, Braveheart. Notable tracks from this album include The Woman You Love, featuring Busta Rhymes, and No One Greater. The album wouldn't be released until 2014, but in the meantime, Ashanti turned her attention back towards acting. She joined the 7th season of Army Wives with a recurring role, although the series was cancelled a year later. During this period, she also appeared in an episode of Law and Order and the Christmas movie Christmas in the City. In 2014, Braveheart was released and was praised for its progressive sound and empowering lyrics. Personal life. Ashanti famously dated rapper Nelly for 10 years, after a relationship that had lasted since 2004. The couple split in 2014, but they reunited at some point thereafter. In November 2023, Ashanti and Nelly revealed they were expecting a baby together. Real estate. In 2003, Ashanti paid $1.95 million for a home in Old Westbury, New York. In July 2022, she listed this home for sale for $2.2 million. The home sits on 2 acres and was built in 1999. She finally sold the home in August 2023 for $1.95 million. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to this channel for more amazing content.